Hello, Pokemon trainers out there. It is I, Dax to the Max 17. And I'm back again. This time, we're going to showcase some PvP battles. Now, for this PvP battle video, we're going to showcase a team that I have been running literally since today. Today is Sewaddle Community Day. And I only stayed at home. I didn't really go out and play the community day to the fullest. And I got one shiny. That's all I need. But I had a Sewaddle beforehand that had really good PvP IVs. And I evolved it to Leavanny. And it was in the Pokedex too. My first ever Leavanny in the game. Now, my team is Leavanny, Clodsire, and Lantern. Now, it's a very well-balanced team. Provides a lot of coverage, except for ground for the most part. Obviously, Clodsire and Lantern are weak to ground. So just one thing to worry about there. I completed 9 battles, and this team rocked. You'll see how much it rocked as I pull up the battles here on screen. This was a fun team to run in the Go Battle League. And it's not basically a guaranteed win every time, but man, as long as you play this team consistently well, you'll get some W's. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring up the battles right here, right now. Okie dokie. Now, starting our first set here, trying to figure out what the best move is for Leavanny here. Make sure it has the optimal move set. And then I was trying to figure out what sort of team comp I wanted to go with here. And I wanted to pick Clodsire here because obviously a great switch in whenever there's a fire type or something like that. And I changed the move set of Clodsire as well. I had initially Poison Jab, Earthquake, and Sludge Bomb. And I changed Sludge Bomb to Stone Edge to cover those fire types. And then I was trying to figure out what my third Pokemon should be. And that was kind of tough. And after about 2 minutes or so, I went ahead with Lantern. And basically that is the whole team. Now, I'm pretty excited to go through these battles with you guys. So without further ado, let's go into the Go Battle League. Starting our first battle. Here we go. Sensei Rice. Leavanny versus Chestnut. Pretty good matchup. Then he switches over to Driftblim, and I switch over to Lantern. Now, I got to watch out for Shadow Ball. I can tank a Shadow Ball pretty easily with Lantern. Pretty bulky Pokemon. So I just let it go. Throw the Surf. He shields. And I figured he'd throw an Icy Wind here, so I just no-shielded. And just let him faint out the Lantern. Then I go ahead and wait for the switch clock to hit 0. And take it out with Leavanny. Then he switches to Skeledirge, and I switch immediately to Clodsire, and then he switches immediately to Chestnut. Oh, that was madness. So I just threw Earthquake, just kind of slowly withering it down. Throws a Frenzy Plant. That's okay. I'll shield it, and I think I shield again here. Yeah, I go for the double shield, and then farm as much energy as I can, then throw the Stone Edge. And now we have Skeledirge. Now I have to switch to Leavanny at the right time here. So I do it right here. And that was a beautiful catch. Throws a Shadow Ball. Basically undercharges there, but it's not going to be effective because I have an Earthquake ready to go. And there we go. First battle, W. That was a great one. Great technique there. Now, second battle. Lucky Star. 1 Lucky Star. And Charjabug is the lead Pokemon. So I'm just going to throw Leaf Blade. I probably should have thrown X Scissor here. It would have actually been a better move to throw. but it's okay. I let this X Scissor go, which is totally fine. It lives it barely. I throw an X Scissor here, and she blocks it. So now I decided to go with Clodsire here, and I'm going to charge up my Clodsire here. So here we go. It's going to keep throwing Crunch, which is fine. Then here comes the Talonflame. I'm just going to throw the Stone Edge right away, then switch to Lantern. And just Water Gun, Water Gun, Water Gun. Not very effective. I figured that was going to be a Flame Charge. Farm a little bit more energy, then throw the Surf. Deliver the blow. And now here comes Charge-a-Bug. Now I'm just going to go ahead and shield this Lantern. Farm a lot of energy for the next Pokemon, which is Skarmory. Now that is what you want to see. And I switch to Clodsire to finish the battle off here with a Stone Edge. And that's win number 2. Going into match 3. So far, the matchups have been pretty good. Now we have Amanda Buzz. Ugh, I got to watch out for Aerial Ace. So I catch the Aerial Ace, so that way the Leavanny doesn't take a hit from that. And then here comes Diggersby, and I'm thinking to myself, oh boy, how am I going to deal with this? So I let go of the Scorching Sands, conserve the shields for later, and I just let this go. It's a Fire Punch, which is okay. I got to another Earthquake just before the Clodsire fainted, which is beautiful. And then I went back into Leavanny. I had to shield a Fire Punch because that is triple effective or quad effective, one of the two. And then I threw the Leaf Blade. Probably should have threw the Leaf Blade right away, but that's okay. Going back in with Mandibuzz, and I switch into Lantern to get out of that matchup. And then he's going to switch to Clodsire. And then I figured out how to win this fight. So I basically had to guess if it was a Stone Edge or Earthquake. I shielded it, and it was a Stone Edge, but keeping it alive, throwing the Surf, and then I catch a move, I think Earthquake with Leavanny, which was beautiful. And then he switches right away to Mandibuzz. I throw the X Scissor, and this Leavanny is going down, which is okay. And then I farm all the way down, then throw the Surf at the end. So we are going to win our third match right here. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And good game. Good game. Again, still sticking with the same team. This is match number 4. And Kawaji. All right. Charge-a-Bug again. Now this time I learned from last time and threw the X Scissor first, which is the correct move. It dealt pretty good damage. Now I let go of this X Scissor again, just like the last time. Because now I don't know why I didn't throw the X Scissor right away there. That was my mistake. I should have threw that, but oh well. I go right into Clodsire here, farm it down as much as I can, and then he makes a move, switches to Dugong, and I throw a Stone Edge. Then I switch to Lantern. Now, this is a great matchup for Lantern here. As long as I, call the drill runs, then we're basically good. I let the drill run go because, it could take a drill run. I knew he was going to bait here. I did not shield it there. I also wanted to leave the shields for Leavanny. I shielded the Lantern, went straight to Clodsire. Ended the Charge-a-Bug there. Basically, farmed it down. Then threw the Stone Edge at Dugong. Gonna throw the Icy Wind. And a Bomb of Snow last. Now, this was kind of tricky because Abomasnow's pretty good in certain circumstances. Now, I thought I was done for here. I thought the Weather Ball was going to be enough to KO, but luckily it lived. I threw the Stone Edge, KO'd it, and farmed the Dugong down to get the win. That is 4 wins in a row. Getting my Scraggy encounter, which is always fun. And this set actually will bring me to the ace tier. So 21-27. And now here we go. Match number 5. Going against FYE Zen. For Alligator first, which is great, I switch right away to Clodsire as he switched to Talonflame. I probably should have switched to Lantern here because it provides a lot of resistance to... It basically resists every move that Talonflame throws. So, that was my bad, but we do what we gotta do. We actually got 2 shields out of Talonflame, which actually might be better in my favor. So I knew he's gonna throw the Brave Bird again, but I let it go. And look what he has right here. A Leavanny. So he basically had one ready to go too after Community Day. So I throw my X-Scissor, take it down, and we're looking real good right now. I don't have to shield this Leavanny. I would keep the shield for Lantern, and we're golden. We're golden. He can't do anything there, so he quit. That's 5 in a row. Now we're moving on to the next battle. Brian HK. And a beautiful lead. Beautiful lead. Wow. Unreal. Throw the Leaf Blade. He shields, of course. The only thing I have to worry about with this Whiscash is Blizzard. But I get to another Leaf Blade and he doesn't shield. So he goes right into Marowak. I switch right away to Lantern. And he's staying in for a little while. Then he goes ahead and switches to Dugong. Been seeing a lot of Dugongs with this team. Kind of funny. The algorithm works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? So anyway, Dugong throws an Icy Wind. I call the Drill Run bait. I call the bait. And he throws another Icy Wind. And I switch right away to Leavanny. Throw the Leaf Blade. Basically get it close to KOing. And yeah, that really hurt. Marowak comes in and just decimates. But he knew it was over. And we got the win there. That is 6 wins in a row. Now let's take a look at the next one against Moose Horns. Leavanny versus Leavanny. Now I knew I was going to lose CMP because my Leavanny literally has 0 attack. Its stats are 0, 15, and 11. So it's great for the IVs, but not good for CMP. So I let my X-Scissor go. I let the X-Scissor go. Switch to Clodsire, Tango Leaf Blade. Just farm it down a little bit. Throw the Stone Edge. Lets it go. And then here comes Drapion. Now I try to switch to catch the Aqua Tail. And he throws the Aqua Tail. Then he switches right away to Carbink. And it's looking pretty solid right now. I throw the Surf. And all this Carbink can do is literally throw Rock Slides. And I figured out how to win this battle right away. Throw the Surf. He's gonna farm down with the Poison Jab, which is really smart of him. So I save my 2 shields for this instance with the Aqua Tail, and it's gonna be pretty close. So I got to get to another Stone Edge before he gets to another Aqua Tail. Can we do it? Now, did you see that little lag spike there? Oh man, I thought I lost there, but I was able to live the Aqua Tail and get the W again. 7 in a row. We have 2 more battles to go. Let's see if we go for an 8th win in a row. Another great lead. Switches right away to Clodsire, and I switch right away to Lantern. Again, got to be careful with the Earthquake, but I try to call the Stone Edge here, and he threw a Stone Edge, which is beautiful. So I throw the Surf. He doesn't shield, and I believe I shield this. I don't. I let it go. Okay. Interesting choice. I farm down with Leavanny. That's actually kind of a smart move. And look what he has in the back. Victory Bell. And I knew it was over. It was GG's. Because all I basically had to do was keep Leavanny alive. And that's going to be the win. So I switched to catch the move. Sludge Bomb, which was huge. And then I just basically kept my shields for Leavanny. So I let this go. Doesn't really do a lot of damage. And I get to another Earthquake just before the Clodsire faints, which was ginormous. Then I go ahead and go in with Leavanny, shield the bodies. Actually threw an Earth Power. So I still shielded anyway, and he knew it was over. And we won our 8th match. And here we go, the final match of the video. Against Professor Piccolo. Nice. Hypno, so now we got an interesting matchup here. Doing super effective damage to Shadow Claw. And as you know, the Community Day move is Shadow Claw. And that's what you're seeing here. I shielded the Ice Punch. That would have done a lot of damage. And he had a Fire type, of course. So I switched to Clodsire. And he has a Grass type. Superior. So, again, I figured out how to win this fight. Just like that. And it was pretty much GG's. Because I still have a Lantern in the back with full HP. So it's basically done. So I went in with Leavanny just to do some chip damage. And get a shield even. Which is even better. Now, I go in with my Lantern. And there's nothing this Typhlosion can really do. I actually forgot it had Thunder Punch to begin with. So I shielded Thunder Punch on accident. But that's pretty much over because he has Blast Burn and Thunder Punch. If he had Solar Beam, though, it might have been a little different. But there we go, guys. We actually won 9 battles in a row with this team. Unbelievable. Sure, I made some sloppy plays. I'm not exactly the greatest PvP battler out there, but we still get the wins, and that's all that matters. If you guys really liked what you saw, consider liking and subscribing as well. And make sure to check out my second channel, DaxCollects. If you like coin roll hunting or card pack openings or any of the PSA submission stuff, check out that channel. But that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Dax to the Max 17. And have a good one.